Hey guys, welcome to Wine Diplomat. I'm Yurika, and today we're going to talk about sweet Moscato. In fact, I'm going to blind taste 3 different Moscatos, and we're going to see if I can tell the difference between the cheapest, one of the cheapest Moscatos on the market, and what should be a good quality, high-end Moscato. So, what we did, my wife went out and we've got 3 wines. We've got one Moscato under $5 retail, one Moscato that's under $10 retail, and one Moscato that's just under $15. Now, I think this is important because when you're comparing wines blind, you're not looking, I know the price points, but if I were just to try this, I don't know which one is in the glass. So maybe the cheap one is going to be the best one, and maybe the one in the middle might be better than its price tag. And sometimes just because you spend a lot of money on a wine doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best quality, especially when you put it next to other ones of the same grape. So it's fun anytime you go into a store, anytime there's a tasting of wine. I do recommend you try it if you're in a Total Wine or if you're in another wine shop, or if you're at a restaurant and they happen to let you try a wine that they're promoting. Do it, because what that will let you do is you get to experience things you might not have normally tried. And that's what happened with one of the Moscatos that I've had in my lifetime that has become a part of my regular rotation. Something I would have never picked out, something I would have never went and bought myself, but it's a wine that I now have when friends come over. So let's do this. Let's start with wine A. So if you're subscribed to the channel, you already know we did this with some Shiraz. If you haven't, hit that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button so that you get all this content right when we post it. All right, here's A. Thank you. So we'll go over here. With Moscato, what we're looking for is that, yeah, it needs to be sweet. Okay, that's why we're drinking Moscato. But we're looking for the peaches and the apricots and the honey. We want this decadent, like, layers of these flavors. Just having sweet grape juice, okay, we could do that with a number of things. But in a high quality Moscato, that's what we're looking for. So the first thing I'm going to look here, the color, it's almost completely opaque in this. It's almost see-through. It looks just like a Pinot Grigio, right? Or something very, very light. It definitely smells like, when you get those canned pears or like the canned fruit cocktail, that the sugary syrup that's behind, that's exactly what this smells like. We'll get a little just to shock the tongue. All right, now we'll dig in. Yeah, it's just, it's bold. Bold, bold, bold. It's big. It's like that. You know those peach candies? They're like the big circular gummy kind. It's exactly what this tastes like. I'm not getting any effervescence. It's just kind of sweet and syrupy. Um, Kind of what I'm expecting out of a less expensive Moscato, but all right, we'll try that. Let's get wine B, please, so I can get to comparison. All right. Oh, okay. Right off the bat, I can tell this has a deeper, richer color to it. It's more of a kind of a yellowish. I mean, it's going to be, but this is, if you can comparison, this is almost water. Like, I mean, you could see right through it. This one has a little bit of color to it. So that could mean it's extended skin contact when it's being made, right? As opposed to maybe a high, something that there's just a ton of grapes that are being ripped off the vines and thrown. They're not really maturing that juice or anything. So complete night and day difference. I'm serious. They're not even the same wine. It's insane to think this is the same grape. Now we have the peaches, we have the apricots, we have this honeysuckle. There's a floral, even there's a bouquet. This doesn't just smell like fruit juice. It doesn't just smell like like the stuff in the can. I mean, it's like okay, just off the smell and the look alone, I would think this is not just run of the mill California Moscato. That's really good. Complete night and day difference in terms of all those flavors are layered on top of each other. The first wine, it's really just like sweet, 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 and it's just sugar. There's my little baby off camera. He's a little too young to have the Moscato, but soon enough, buddy. Don't be too jealous. All right. And that brings up a good point about California, another place they're going to grow. I actually think this is a little higher quality from a place like Italy, where they're known. Asti is a town that's known for sparkling Moscatos, sparkling Asti Spumante, they used to call it. Now they just call it Asti. Uh, all right, all right. And then for the third wine, we should have number C, letter C. Thank you. All right, again. All right, here we go. Now this one's even richer in color, right? So we have like opaque, a tint of yellow, and this thing is, if I compare it, very similar, just a tad darker. Again, and I do think it's another step up again in like you get there's a floral component to it. If I'm looking at the legs, I mean, typically Moscatos from Italy aren't as alcoholic. They don't have as much on there. Where like Californians tend to be kind of closer to like 10% alcohol, where Italy's a little bit more like 5.5%, I believe, is the law in Asti. Light, elegant, layered flavors. Um, Not as heavy handed as the second one. And it just, this one's really just, every time I sip another one, this kind of moves down the ladder in what I think. Mm, that's amazing. And that'll be the next point I make is like, why are we drinking Moscato? All right. I know some people, they flick their nose up and it's, oh, Moscato, that's for like teenagers and people who don't really like wine. That's wrong. Why are we drinking Moscato? Number one, because it's sweet. All right, let's be honest. We like sweet things. Who doesn't like strawberries and chocolate and of course, maybe you're not going to have Moscato with a filet mignon or a rack of lamb or something. Okay, but when you're outside, like I live here in the city of champions, Tampa Bay. When I'm outside and it's 90 degrees outside, okay, a big tannic Barolo, it ain't cutting it, okay? We're not drinking Barolo by the pool, man. We're not at the beach sipping Napa Valley Cabernet, okay? It needs to be light and refreshing, and who's gonna turn down a really good sweet Moscato if you're chilling on the boat, okay? So my professional assessment of this is a really well-made Moscato. Again, it's not just, yeah, now this kind of has like a fake grape. I mean, just Yeah, this is when people are talking down on Moscato, it's because they've had this their entire time. They've never ventured outside to what I'm assuming are a little more quality regions. Like I'm one of these for sure is Italian. The other one is going to be, I'm assuming, another New World. Maybe not California, but like Australia makes good Moscato too. So I'm all right. Oh, what are we gonna do here? This is the hard part. All right. So I think that A is the least expensive of the three. I believe that I want to believe that I want to believe that B is the second most expensive, and I believe that C is the most expensive. Um, my favorite, though, my favorite, and for that, I'll bring in Lord Stanley. You know, he's a resident of Tampa Bay here, and the playoffs are starting, so we'll see. What will I be drinking when we hoist our next Stanley Cup? To be honest, I think B is the best one. I don't think it's the most expensive, but in this lineup, it's not all that different from C. I think they're both really well made wines. I think that they exhibit the qualities of very high end Moscato, and I would definitely drink either one of these. This is not anything I would recommend. I don't want to be too negative, but it is a complete 180. So all right, now comes the fun part. Let's reveal what was. Oh, okay. What is A? What is A? I don't know if I got it, guys. I'm 100% sure this is the cheapest of the three. All right. This is A. This was A. This was A. Here's the deal. Uh-oh. This is Marquesa del Elsa Moscato d'Asti, which runs you about $12.99, $13.99. Uh, yeah. Whew. This is the most expensive. I could tell you this is the most expensive bottle that we got. Yeah. Uh-oh. This is not good. Don't tag them in this. But it's one man's opinion. But no, without a doubt, I thought out of all three of these, this was just the least expressive. It just had one note. It's just sweet peaches, and that's what I got out of it. Okay. All right. Oh no. Okay. So, um, let's do B. B was my favorite. I'll keep the cup there. B was my favorite. Let's see what I got. B is Australia. It's an Australia. So this is actually I'll get this. It's not the best shot, but here we go. This is Mallee Point out of southeastern Australia. This is a $9 Moscato. Uh, yeah, this is something that you can definitely get in a Total Wine is where I was able to get it, but $8.99. It wouldn't surprise me if this was highly rated by a magazine or something. Really good tasting. Like it had the peaches, it has the apricots, it's got that little bit of honeysuckle, that little floral aroma that I brought up. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I could drink that all day. I could drink that all day. And so, oh no. Oh no. That means C, which I thought was the most expensive of all of them. Good color, good quality. It wasn't my favorite. I did pick the Mallee Point as my favorite. Let's see what C is. Oh no. That means this is the least expensive wine. Of all of them. Let me. Oh my gosh. Let me. I'll move this over. So here's the glass. Yellowtail Moscato. Air horns. Let's go. I, in no way, shape, or form, would have ever thought that if I put 3 Moscatos next to each other, here's the thumbnail right here. Here, I'll get this out of the way. This is, Josh, I think this is the thumbnail, man. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, boss.
And you'll never guess what won.
Yeah, man. You see me? YouTube, you see me? All right. Yellowtail Moscato is what I thought was going to be the most expensive out of all 3. This is a $4 to $5 wine, depending on where you're able to pick this up. If you're gonna get this at your gas station, you're gonna get this. Man, here's what I'm saying is music. Wine is like music, okay? There's a time and a place for every wine, and just because it's relatively expensive, this is $13. This is $5. You're just because you spent triple the money doesn't always mean you get the best quality. And I mean, come on, man. People. I already know my friends they're probably hitting me up right now about this, but Yellowtail I thought had the most expressive, most deep, complex flavors that I would expect out of a way more expensive wine. But here we go, man. It wasn't my favorite, I said, but it wasn't that far off. But there you go. This is why we do this. So, once again, I hope you had a lot of fun doing this. This is always fun for me. If there's one thing you can do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with your friends. Let them know what we're doing. We're trying to, have a little bit of fun with these wines, and maybe you learn something along the way. So, for all of us here at the Wine Diplomat, Yellowtail, man, we say thank you. We appreciate you taking your time out of your day, and we can't wait to do this again. So from all of us, we say thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bro, what?
Your boy! Taste these wines. Or here, if you have other glasses, man.
Did you really think Yellowtail was the most expensive?
I did!
He literally did all that blind.
No shit. No, that's not a... Here, go ahead and in the...
Keep this.
No.
As like an extra end credit as your real reaction.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, this is... No, I'm being real when I'm on the screen, man. There's no... Like, I'm not fake. Just because it's YouTube, I'm not fake, man. This is my real... I honestly... You taste these wines. Here.
Bro, that is crazy.
Taste this.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'm wrong, man.